Oh yeah, definitely time to try something new. We got here white bean and kale stew. I don't know about that. Spiced chickpea stew. Chickpeas. What we got next? How about some black pepper tofu? Man, why isn't there any recipes for goat in this cookbook? What's up, guys? Flippin' Steve, and today I want to talk about investing a little bit differently, slightly outside the box, not as crazy as some things that I've bought, but I want to talk about WNBA cards and the potential of them being a good investment or having good investment potential. And before you guys change the video and say, oh, the WNBA is terrible, yes, I do understand that it doesn't get a lot of ratings, doesn't sell a lot of tickets, the revenue is not very high, but there are some great players in the league. And there's three trends that I've seen that have kind of sparked my interest in the WNBA market, and I'll get into those quickly. So we want to talk about NBA videos, and I know everybody, my NBA videos and predictions and things like that are the ones that get the most views for me, but I'm not just going to put up NBA videos for the sake of putting up content that gets me more views and things like that. I like to put out videos that give you guys some knowledge to make some smart investments. So, low risk things that can possibly get you some returns. And this is one thing that I've done some research on, and I feel like has the possibility to do that. I could put out NBA videos every day and be like, oh, 5 rookies to buy now. And then 2 days later, put out 5 rookies to buy now. And then 3 days later, put out 3 rookies to buy now. And really, that doesn't just make any sense, because basically I would just be telling you to buy everybody for the sake of just getting views on YouTube, and that's not what I'm about. So I want to get into this and the 3 trends that I've noticed. First of all, 2020 Prism WNBA product. It's sold out on the Panini website. The singles are selling pretty hot on eBay, especially your top players, the silvers, the parallels. They're selling for a good amount of money. So that's telling me that people are interested in the WNBA, at least enough to buy the cards. And Panini is a business, a big business. And if they thought there wasn't money to be made off of the WNBA, then they would have never put this product on the market, in my opinion. And I know female sports don't normally draw, especially in the hobby, which leads me to the second thing that I've noticed is the price of cards such as Serena Williams rookie cards. Serena Williams rookie cards, and she plays tennis, are crazy prices, over $1,000 easily for some of her PSA 10 rookie cards. So that also shows me that for the right people and the right players, that investors will buy female athletes. Also, you do see a little spike in some soccer players. You can go back and look at players like Mia Hamm, and some of the newer young American soccer players, and their cards are selling for a decent amount of money. So that was the second thing that kind of turned me on to it. And the third thing is goats, the investment in goats. And what I mean is everybody just wanted to buy the greatest of all times. And if you look at it across the board, it's always in baseball. And in baseball, people buy multiple players because it's hard to dispute who the greatest of all time is. But in football, just the Tom Brady cards are selling like crazy. And, it trickled into soccer, and Messi and Ronaldo cards were selling like crazy. And of course, it's in basketball with Jordan and LeBron type cards just selling for mad money. It spilled over into tennis, and Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal cards were selling big time money. It went into NASCAR, and Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt cards. Yes, they're selling for more money. If you guys haven't noticed, these greats of every sport are going up. In golf, there was a record-breaking sale on a Jack Nicklaus rookie card, and Tiger Woods rookie cards shot through the roof, the greatest of golf. So, if you look at the trends, people and investors are buying, the greatest players of pretty much every sport across the board. And I feel like that it's going to trickle into some WNBA players. Do I think the WNBA market as a whole is going to explode and everybody's going to be buying every player in the league? I do not, and I do not think that that is a good idea to just go out and buy everybody. However, there's 5 to even maybe 8 or 10 players that have been WNBA greats that could be good buys. I'm going to show you guys a couple, and I'm also going to relate it to the 2014, 16, and 18 Prism soccer cards, where those soccer cards absolutely exploded because they were first Prisms. And now you have a WNBA product that's a first Prism. And eventually people were like, well, I want to go back and get some of these older rookie cards of some of these soccer players. And you saw the Prism market for soccer, take that dip. But you saw people really putting big money into some of these great soccer players, their older stickers and older cards and rookie cards and such. And I just feel like that this WNBA Prism product could open a door to where people decide, hey, I'm buying these Prisms, but there's some older rookie cards of these great players that are not very expensive, and it's a chance to get in. So we're going to go out to the table, guys. I have some cards that I've picked up. I'm going to show you a few. I'm not buying all of the greats of the WNBA. First of all, it's hard to find some of their cards, and I'm going to get into that. But I'm just going to show you some stuff that I've bought. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. Stick tight. We're also going to talk about the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. And sit back, relax. I'll be right back. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Flippin' Steve. And tonight, we're talking some WNBA basketball cards. Yes, just some cards that very low buy-in prices that could have some potential to make you some money. A little bit outside the box thinking and purchasing. While everybody's spending their money on other things, these are just some sneaky buys. Before we get into these WNBA cards, I want to talk about the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. We're still in the middle of that. As soon as my video top 3 NBA players that I'm buying, a video I put out 2 videos ago, I believe, hits 200 likes, I will announce the winner, and we're getting really close. So make sure you get over there and get your comment in. The winner will get their choice of the BAM Prism that you see over here, the Spicy P Optic, the Tatum Optic, or the Tyler Hero Prism. So yeah, one of those prizes will go out to a lucky winner, as well as random prizes that I give away all the time. You guys know how the channel works. I love to give back to the community and my supporters. I've crossed 1,500 subscribers. And since crossing 1,500, I'm really approaching 1,600 really quickly, which is awesome because you guys are spreading the word. I got some good friends out there in the community that are getting me on their live streams. Personal Finance Dad Dustin. I've been on with Les Alex. And that's kind of stuff always helps me out. And I'm really starting to find out that in the community, I'm really becoming friends with a lot of these guys. We haven't met personally, but I just feel like we have a lot in common. We like the cards. We like the community. We like to talk about things. We like to help each other out. And Ziggy over at Ziggy Knows channel, that's another one. Just a lot of guys that seem like genuine guys and friends in the community, not just content creators. And even a lot of my subscribers, there's lots of guys and girls perhaps that go back with me for a long time from day one, when I was completely shy and didn't even know how to talk on the camera and all that. And you guys have stuck with me and you've helped me grow. I absolutely appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into some of these WNBA cards, guys. I know a lot of people aren't interested in the NBA market, and not just cards, but in general. They have a tough time putting butts in the seats and ticket sales and things like that. But there are some very talented players, and I'm going to go over a few players, and I'm going to give you some of their career accomplishments. Some of them are retired, some of them are still playing, some of them are Hall of Famers. So yeah, I'm going to go into these, and just hear me out. And whether you agree or disagree on any value on these cards, just hear me out, because you never know, and you could find some of this beneficial. I did explain in my intro a little bit as to why I'm purchasing some of these cards. First player I'm going to talk about is currently still playing. I believe she's the youngest of the bunch, and that's Elena Del Don. Now, Elena Del Don is a local favorite where I'm from. She went to the university here in Delaware where I live, and she also went to high school here just about, probably 30 minutes away from me. So very popular in this area. But not only that, she's a very good player. 2019 MVP. All right, and also won the league championship in 2019. She's actually a two-time league MVP, I believe, 2015 and 2019. Six-time All-Star, four-time All-NBA first team, and led the league in scoring one year, one-time scoring champion. So yeah, got a lot going for her, and she's still playing, and she's still young. She's one of the best players in the league right now. She doesn't have as many accolades as some of these other players I'm going to talk about because she's still building her career. And right now, her 2020 Prism cards are selling fairly well, especially in the parallels and the autographs, and they're really pushing, you know, some good money. I actually was going to bid on a couple for myself, you know, for PC reasons, and they just got out of my price range, and I'm a fan. However, this card right here, and it's really hard to find a lot of rookie cards on a lot of the WNBA players because the products were very obsolete. They weren't super mass produced, and even when they were produced, people just didn't buy it, and the stuff was pretty much trashed. But this is a 2013 sticker, and it comes from Sports Illustrated, as you can see right here. It's a Sports Illustrated for Kids card, and you can find these autoed or not autoed. And this one has got an auto on it, and, you know, just certified authentic. It's not a graded card, but this is also from 2013, which is her rookie year. She started her career with the Chicago Sky, and shortly after she was traded to the Washington Mystics because she wanted to come back and live closer to home because she wanted to be closer to her family and her sister. And personal reasons for that, I'm not really going to talk about it. I just know that because I live in this area. But yeah, so Lena Del Don, great player, still building her career. And this card you can pick up around the $30 mark with the autograph on it, as opposed to paying, you know, over $30 for a 2020 Silver Prism, which isn't even her rookie card. So a nice sleeper card of a great player. And some of these players I'm going to get into are going to have long lists of accomplishments. The next player I'm going to talk about, and it's a shame because she was way ahead of her time, but she's pretty much the godmother of female basketball, or of women's basketball. And that's Sheryl Miller. Now, there's not a lot of accolades to run down with Sheryl Miller because, unfortunately, there was no WNBA when she was done with her college career. She played Olympic ball. She played in college. She won championships. You know, she set records. She was just pretty dominant when she played. She's also the sister of Reggie Miller, and you hear him tell stories all the time about how she used to beat his butt in basketball all the time. And he's an NBA Hall of Famer. So this is a 1994 Upper Deck. This would be her rookie card. And this is a parallel called the Gold Medal Parallel, where it has this gold stamp on it. Not all of them have that gold stamp. This one's a little more rare. And this card, again, of an absolute legend of the game. Now, I know she's not in the NBA, but an absolute legend of the basketball game. You know, 30, 40 bucks here in a Gem Mint 10. And there's just not even a lot of pop reports on this. Just a cool card to have. And unfortunately, she was ahead of her time. And there was just not a league for her to really go play in once she finished her college career. And she would have been, you know, one of the best of all time. There she is, wrapped in the American flag, you know, representing her country. And you may not even see that nowadays with the way things are, but there you go. Next up, I'm going to talk about probably one of the top 10 to 15 players of all time. I believe she's currently not playing because she's doing a lot of human rights and activist type things. But when she played, she was pretty dominant. I'm going to give you her list here. She's a four-time WNBA champion, one-time WNBA Finals MVP, one-time WNBA League MVP, six-time All-Star, three-time All-Star Game MVP, five-time All-WNBA First Team, and one-time scoring leader. I mean, that's a lot. That's 4 championships, 6 All-Star games, a Finals MVP, you know, All-Star Game MVP 3 times. That's a daggone good career, no matter what sport you're playing. And that is going to be Maya Moore. Now, Maya Moore has some rookie cards that are hard to find. However, I feel like one that's a really good deal because some of the WNBA stuff does actually have can come with a little bit of a decent price tag just because there's not much of it out there. But you can find some good deals on some cards that people have. Like this is, I believe, the 2008 McDonald's High School All-Star Game. And guys, I'm going to show you, I picked these up off Beckett.com, I believe. Yeah, Beckett.com, as you can see right there, for $2.45 each. So $2.45 a card. So I paid less than $5 for both of these cards combined. And I mean, just, you know, the price point alone, to me, it's just worth the gamble. You know, if WNBA cards become popular because of the Prism product, which I think that it will, you know, I kind of relate it to Prism Soccer, where Prism Soccer was so hot that eventually it came down and everybody was chasing the older rookie cards. $2.45 each, just couldn't turn it down. Also picked this up, I believe. It might have cost me $40, and this is the same card in a BGS 9.5. So yeah, I've got 3 Maya Moore rookies. You know, let me know what you think about Maya Moore. I mean, a lot of people, you know, when they draw comparisons of Maya Moore's play style, they talk about her, you know, they say she played a lot like Luka. Very good handles, step back shots, 3-pointers, just could do everything, you know, penetrate and dish. Just a really good basketball player. Okay, next up we're going to talk about, let's go with another retired player. And I'm going to talk about Lisa Leslie. And if you guys haven't heard about Lisa Leslie, go back and watch some of the 94, 95, or 96 Olympics. She was the first female basketball player, I believe, to dunk in a game. And the first really popular female basketball player to be like on commercials. She went to the she went to LA when the WNBA started. You know, she was part of the foundation of the WNBA when it started in 1997. One of the first players to go to a team. And here we go with Lisa Leslie. 2-time WNBA champion, 2-time WNBA Finals MVP. So both times that she won the league championship, she won the MVP. 3-time league MVP, 8-time All-Star, 3-time All-Star MVP, 8-time All-NBA first team, 2-time WNBA Defensive Player of the Year, and 2-time WNBA All-Defensive First Team. So not only was she a beast at scoring and a champion, she was also a great defensive player. I don't have many cards on her because they're just hard to find. I did pick up the Pinnacle 1997, which is her first professional card. This would be considered a rookie card. This was the first year, the inaugural season of WNBA cards, and Pinnacle was the only company to produce them. And they really weren't bought that much. They kind of sat on shelves for a long time. I remember seeing them in the store and they just kind of sat there. But I can show you, I picked up this Lisa Leslie rookie right here off Beckett.com for $3. So as you can see, $3. Show my address and shit. Oh, well. But yeah, $3 for Lisa Leslie rookie card. And just, I mean, why not? $3. You know, one of the best to ever play the game. You know, I wouldn't know who to compare her to. Maybe an Akeem Olajuwon type player when she played. Just awesome. And right here, I also have some of her upper decks from, I believe it's 1995 U.S. team. 1994. Yeah, 1994 upper deck USA team card. You know, these were probably slightly mass produced. However, they were also probably, a lot of them were probably thrown away. So I picked this one up, showed you for $3 off Beckett.com. Her first professional rookie card. This one is 3 years earlier, Team USA card. And I picked these up also off Beckett.com, guys. Beckett.com for $1.15 each. Look, Lisa Leslie, WNBA, $1.15 a card. You know, if I can send that in on a $10 bulk submission and get any kind of decent grade on it, just the rarity or the lack of those in the population will make me some decent money. Let alone if the WNBA starts to pick up a little bit of steam in the hobby, which it already has. You can't deny the fact that it has picked up steam because the Prism cards are selling. They've sold out on the website, And they're selling on eBay. The singles are selling pretty hot. Next player I'm going to talk about is actually still playing. And a lot of people argue that she's the best to ever play. She may be when it's all said and done. However, I'm going to relate her to like the LeBron of the league. She is the player that's still playing and accomplishing everything. There's one other player that I'm going to relate that I think is the GOAT. However, a lot of people argue for her, and rightfully so. It's kind of like the Jordan-LeBron debate. And this is going to be my debate in the WNBA. And the first one I'm talking about that I'm going to say is my LeBron is Taurasi. Now, she is a 3-time WNBA champion, 2-time WNBA Finals MVP, 1-time League MVP, 9-time All-Star, 10-time All-WNBA First Team, 5-time scoring champion, the WNBA all-time scoring leader, so she holds the record for the most points scored ever. She's also 4-time USA Basketball Female Athlete of the Year. So you got Taurasi. This is her card to have in a rookie card. This is a 2004 Ultra. This is in a near mint 8. There's less than, I think, 50 of these 8s in population. And then the 9s and 10s are just nearly impossible to find. This card was just not kept in good condition. And there's just not many graded. The card itself is just hard to find, even raw. And tough to find listings of this on eBay. When this does hit eBay, it does tend to sell for over $100. It can even push $150. However, I believe with her being the more modern GOAT, like a LeBron, that it's well worth it. $150 for a player of her caliber will go down in history as one of the best ever, regardless of the popularity of the league. So Taurasi, let me know what you guys think about her. She was also dominant in college. She's won so many world awards, such as Olympics and Euro Leagues and different things. It's just ridiculous. Her list goes on and on and on. I just picked out a couple of the highlights of her accolades. And last but not least, I'm going to talk about a player that probably hardly anyone has ever heard of. She wasn't as popular coming off the Olympic teams, but she was one of the first players to play in the WNBA. She was actually 34 years old when the league was founded. 34, imagine that. She was already 34 years old when the league was founded in 1997. And she came and she played, and she only played, I believe, 5 seasons. But in 5 seasons, this is what she was able to do. In 5 seasons, she was 4-time WNBA champion. In 5 seasons. She played 5 seasons, 4-time WNBA champion, 4-time WNBA Finals MVP. All 4 championships that she won the finals MVP all 4 times. Also, all 4 of those finals championships were consecutive. She won 4 consecutive titles in a row. Mind you, this lady started when she was 34 and played 5 seasons. 4 championships in 5 seasons and 4 finals MVPs. 3-time All-Star out of her 5 career league, or 3-time All-Star out of her 5 years. 2-time league MVP out of her 5 years. Inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2009. She also was the scoring leader for 3 consecutive years. So 5 out of her career seasons, or 5 out of the years that she played, or 3 out of the 5 that she played, she was a scoring leader. 4 out of the 5 that she played, she won a finals MVP and a finals championship. 3-time All-Star. It's just crazy to imagine that between the years of 1997 and 2000 that she accomplished all of this. And I'm saying she played 5 years. She retired in 2000 after her 4th championship and after her 4th finals MVP. She came back to the league in 2003 when she was like 42 or 43 years old to give it a go. She only started and played 4 games. I'm not sure if she was injured or what, but after 4 games, she retired. But in those 4 games, she still averaged 16 points per game. The player I'm talking about, her name is Cynthia Cooper, and now I believe it's Cynthia Cooper Dyke, because she's been married. Houston Comets, and She has the 1997 Pinnacle, like you saw of the Lisa Leslie. To me, in my opinion, and many others, and if you look at a lot of lists and watch a lot of videos, she is the best to ever do it. She is the GOAT of the WNBA. And these Cynthia Cooper cards, I got one off ComC for $14.73. Now that was less than $10 for the card. The rest of it was the shipping cost. I picked another one up off Beckett.com the same time that I bought the Lisa Leslie for $5 right there. So $5 for someone with that many accolades. And I've got a BGS. I got my hands on a BGS 8.5. I paid 20 bucks for this. 20 bucks. To me, the price point is just too low to not buy a player, you know, with her kind of legacy. And if I'm out 20 bucks, I don't care, because to me the gamble is worth it. All it takes is a small spark for something, for a card like this to, you know, hit a 5x and be a $100 card. Very easy. When you make a $20 investment, it's not too difficult to double your money, especially when you're investing in the greatest of all time type players. Now, these are the players that I'm showing you guys, and I know there's going to be comments saying, oh, what about this player? What about this player? There are a lot of other great WNBA players, and I'm not saying that all the ones that I just showed you are the best ever. I know there's Sheryl Swoops. I know there's Sue Bird. I know Candace Parker, Tamika Catchings. There's a lot, and I could go on and on and on. However, I just wanted to point out a select few that I've been picking up here and there when I see good deals. And I don't like to hold back any secrets from my supporters and my subscribers and such. You know, it's still early. These cards are very cheap, as you can see. And if you have any interest in getting in, you know, the price point is not really going to set you back too much. And I don't want a month from now to go by, or, you know, 2 months, and these cards take off because people, you know, gravitate towards this market with the Prism coming out, and it'd be too late for you guys to get in. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. I'm picking up some cards here and there just because I think the gamble is worth it. And I just want to give you guys this information on these players and these cards because I don't want you to miss out. I don't want to come back a month or two later and be like, hey, look, I bought this Cynthia Cooper card for 20 bucks and now it's worth 200. And not have at least shown my listeners and supporters, you know, the possible opportunity. So guys, thanks for sitting through this video. If you're here to the end, thank you very much. Make sure you go back and like my previous videos for the giveaways that you see up here. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new or if you haven't done it yet. And until next time, guys, good luck in your investing, and I'll see you later.